I'm not
and
familiar
we're
with
going
them.
to.
I know you're a Texas boy now, right? So you might know a little more.
You know what? Having a passing familiarity with them, I'd say. So, yeah, we saw this team of theirs before. The Link is probably going to be the anchor, but the young Link is kind of what they've become known for, and they picked up the Xeno twins over the course of the last few months.
The Blades.
They're going to have to go up against Thirsty. Yeah. So
I'm not familiar with Thirsty or either of these players, but honestly, like they made it this far in the top 32. They had to beat some stack names in order to make it out this far. This is winner's side too, so I'm assuming they went through 2 upsets to get all the way here.
Winner of this one is going to face off against Mudace. So that's another individual with a little bit of recent DFW experience, having taken multiple shockwaves and freaks and geeks in their time down here. Again, making a return to the Lone Star stage just in time for Low Tide City. And you know, they know how to pick their spots. And again, Galway Resort, hell of a spot. And the Revenge.
Man, both these characters have like revenge built into their kit. You got Pyra with her explosive punish game, how hard that flame sword hits. And you've also got Incineroar's revenge, which fantastic tool to clutch up stocks right there. Excellent lingering nair right there by Thirsty to really get that first stock off on Z3. And we got the young Link out on deck right here. Man's played Pyra Mithra and has young Link and Link in his next suit. You can just shoehorn Toon Link in there maybe a little bit if you're looking for 3 Links to play with.
I mean, I think Pyra Mithra is somehow more cartoony than that.
True.
So there's something to be said about keeping it thematic. So
what's more cartoony than anime, you know?
That's, gosh, man, I'm just going to treat that as a hypothetical and continue on. So Revenge is going to come out from Thirsty, and then this is off camera. Yeah, down air, going to be at 150%. And finally, the Incineroar makes their exit, not before tacking on 51 percentage points worth of damage onto that young Link. And the projectile game, again, this is what you come for. Hey, you know, if you want to try to make it through these boomerangs, these fire arrows, that's cool. I'll hit you with some of the best aerial boxing options in the game. There's not a hell of a whole lot you can do about it.
Got the Byleth out on deck too. I actually strangely think this character being a mid-range warrior really, really useful in this matchup specifically. I think being able to play it at mid-range against young Link, being able to punish his pullouts on these projectiles, really, really huge. And already we're seeing Thirsty just holding it down center stage right now. Stage control, very, very important, especially in Squad Strike in general. Like if you don't have complete mastery of your character and this is one of your side characters, just having solid fundamentals can carry you so far in these formats.
No, that's exactly the thing, isn't it? It's not even just mastery of your one character being a specialist. It's having a whole range of things that you can fall back upon. You can play at a potentially world-class level when you need to. Like, this is
true.
Having a mastery of the game's movement, like knowing when it's your turn just in general, not having to rely on the specific nature of your character to get you through certain things. And
what a frame trap.
And just knowing that you can press 3 buttons in the air at the same time as Young Link certainly helps, I suppose. But
that nair pops out so low, has extremely good knockback, especially at those late percent. So don't rest on your laurels until that character is completely landed on your stage. All right, though, dropping shield a little bit early. This is going to be some substantial damage right here from Z3 on Thirsty. And now we're seeing the air dodges coming out. You know, Palu's disadvantage. You know, she is quite the tall goddess right there, so she can take a lot of beatings. And again, we're seeing Z3 posted up in this position right under the platform. Probably exactly where Young Link wants to be this entire time. You know, perfect distance throw boomerangs, perfect distance throw arrows. You can't really get landed on top of if there's a platform covering your overhead the entire time. So, but, oh my God. Stu, can we talk about that?
We've seen that in Tri-State far too many times.
Yeah, it's true.
Like honestly, one of the sets ended with a Palu back throw at ledge, and it just the Gons flashbacks were too much at that point.
I was
rendered speechless. It's like I drove halfway across the country to avoid this, but either way, it's going to be the dash attack that's keeping Link at bay. Link, another character that's kind of secretly prominent in the DFW area in the hands of an individual named Jamma.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, no, yeah. So
I gotta play him in pools potentially. So
oh yeah, so you don't chase him off ledge, just don't. So either way, the teleport back to the ledge, it's going to be met by Link again. Just the bomb at ledge. You hung on for too long that you don't really get a whole lot of time to think about it, but that's going to be to Z3's benefit as they are going to take it to 1-0.
And you could see the decision-making tree in Thirsty's head at that point. You know, once the bomb is positioned over the ledge, you're like, okay, if he tries to attack me, I'm gonna do get-up attack or something, or pick roll if he's standing a little too close. Roll distance. But my man was standing roll distance the entire time, had that bomb laid down, so you have to make that decision quickly. And you have to commit to one, too, even if it might not necessarily be the right one. If you're waiting too long on that ledge when you have a resource like Link Remote Bomb out there, it's going to be curtains for you. But really, really powerful stuff from Z3 right there, looking completely in control of their advantage right there. Thirsty is going to have to find some answer to this young Link, and Link, honestly, in general. I feel like those are the two strongest characters in Z3's arsenal as we saw this game. Another thing I also would advocate for people to do in squads is pad your team out with either top tiers or characters with good matchup spreads to counter your very own, because you have to worry about 3 potential matchups at a time. So if you do have a character that's less than high tier or something like that, look at a high tier here. They won't hurt you. I promise.
Nothing wrong with it.
Oh, yeah.
No
shame.
Sometimes it's about ease of access. Sometimes it's just about what they give you in the heat of the moment. It doesn't necessarily have to be conducive to your play style. If you play around it, you can get results. I mean, just look at what happened with Leroy Smith. We're gonna bit apples to oranges, but nevertheless, down tilts. Thirsty trying to get themselves back into this Z3, ranked as high as number 3 in Austin, Texas. So very much their home turf. Okay. But Thirsty trying to make their way back into this set. This Incineroar proved to be formidable, but it's the Link starting things off this time.
Yeah. And I don't know, there's a lot of different strategies people have. I've seen top players just anchor with their main the entire time. I've also seen people just press the X button, you know, get that random layout right there. Because if you're confident in all 3 of your characters, sometimes the best strategy is both of y'all, you and your opponent, not knowing what the hell is going to happen next. And like they say, you know, I'm tired of working for the money. I want the money to work for me. So definitely, you know, stack your team.
Both of y'all? Which one of us spent 6 months in Texas again? Like, this is...
I'm in New York. We say y'all too.
I guess, yeah.
Don't.
All right, whatever.
Don't let the pale complexion fool you.
Yeah. Actually, that's another question. Which one of us spent 6 months in Texas? I'm holding up my wholly translucent arm. Either way, it's the boomerang that's going to come out from Link. I missed you, buddy.
I missed you too, man. This is stock right there, though, off that up throw. Really powerful kill tool right there. Incineroar has some
Argentine
nice
backbreaker.
Oh, yeah. He is a wrestle cat.
Yeah, he sure is. I love calling him by their shoot moves. Either way, yeah, it's going to be the grab into the back throw, gets Incineroar into disadvantage. Not the most powerful in the game, but I mean, the point is just get him off ledge, get the feet off of the ground. I mean, just like in any martial art and wrestling, you generate that power from the hips. So you got to make sure that you're keeping this cat in disadvantage so they can't grapple you to death.
Did you see during Glitch 6 a.m., every time he got the Alolan Whip, he started flexing and doing like wrestling poses midway through? It's so funny.
Oh, that was the funniest thing. Oh my gosh. I got to give PG, but that was funny. All right, so
how does this Wrestle Cat find his way to this situation? Forward throw, not going to do it yet. I'm not actually too sure what Pyra's kill throw is out of her kit. But the longer you let this cat live and the angrier you let him get, Garfield's looking real pissed right now. No one gave him any lasagna. So he's ready to kill. He's ready to kill.
No, absolutely. He was just,
this could kill!
He told him it was Monday.
Oh my god, that was 50 damage, Stu!
That's what
happened.
Was
50 that's a dead cat.
Look, you have to do that at that point, but you're sacrificing your high tier for the pleasure, and out comes the young Link to try to keep Drip's advantage. It's all good, man. No, you got to play Toon more for that.
There's so many. There's so many Links in this game.
There are quite a bit. The youngest Link, perhaps.
We did see, though, this was the one character that Thirsty was struggling with the most these last few games. You know, it's all about really how you manage your advantage and how you pick your spots in this matchup specifically. Since Toon Link has options for you to full hop with that curved boomerang, you've also got just raw neutral covered with arrow. So you kind of have to take your little victories in this matchup and slowly work your way up until you see a major error. Like that Zair right there. That was a perfect example of something you should be looking for in this matchup. If it's not a bomb, if it's not an arrow, if it's not a boomerang, you got to be careful.
I'm going to say try to watch your spacing on those nairs. You can hit just a little bit away from that. Z3, however, is going to go charging into the heat of it. Byleth's not broken. Shut up, chat. And we're going to the last stock for each of these individuals.
Jump in, this is SD!
No!
No!
Oh, that is harsh for Thirsty. Z3, you can't say that Z3 did not earn that victory.
He did. The pressure was ridiculous. And I think Thirsty was starting to feel the, you're on your last stock. This is winner's side top 32. You've got to be bringing your best, and sometimes the pressure gets to you. You either make it or break it. I actually think that might have been a misinput there on Thirsty's part, because sometimes when you're trying to get the specifically horizontal teleport back to ledge, I've seen a lot of Palutena's misinput with side beat. It gets them killed an awful lot right there. So, great pressure by Z3 though. Really unfortunate on Thirsty right there, but that was only winner's bracket. Still loser's bracket to bring it back. I'm very impressed by the caliber of players I'm seeing down here in Texas. I literally don't know a lot of. This is probably one of the regions where I know the least amount of players in. So.
I mean, this is Thirsty. I mean, just recently has wins over people like Shigora and Nationwide. Every region seems to have a good junior.
Those are really good W's. Shigora also a very good Crom player, I believe. In there.
Yeah, you go. So. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're so used to, we're so spoiled with Crom play, just being
true.
Crom.
Knowing
but
James,
Shigora, just one of those people that kind of flies under the radar. Either way, Z3 certainly flying high, moving on into winners semifinal. They're going to be facing off. I believe it's going to be.
So it says winner semis, but I'm looking at the thing that. Well, Stu has a laptop right now with the bracket up, so we can see it. It says top 6, so I'm thinking it's winner semis of the pool or some such.
All right, so
if you whisper, they can still.
Yeah, I suppose they can still hear it on bracket. So we're not even going to be coy about this. We're just going to throw it right to a break. You're watching Low Tide City. Keep it locked right here on PTS Smash 2.